slow down back here. Recently, a bunch of winds that we've been having. Let's see if I can go a little bit faster. So I'm gonna go back here and cut this up. It's a nice day out. You know, we got a lot of seed put out the other day and got some rain. Now we're getting some sun. It's supposed to rain again this weekend. All right, so this looks like, I don't know, it's got a pretty decent log in it. I'm going to measure that off. Probably at least 10 foot there. Another good 8-foot section, maybe 10-foot section there. Yeah, let me get you turned around. That way you guys can kind of see what I'm going to be working with. It's a little bit of a mess, but not too bad. All right, so here's what we're working with. Pretty decent sized tree. I say I got a good 10-foot log here, and maybe from, say, this knot here up until it gets a little bit, yeah, you know, yucky. Maybe another good 8-foot log, so something good to try to get sawed out into some 1-bys. But going to be careful with this because, as you can see, this tree blew over, and in the process it took out to that tree. So one thing you have to be careful with is making sure when you're cutting your limbs and stuff that you're watching the other tree, because it might have some spring back in it, and that can be dangerous. So you want to make sure you're paying attention as you're cutting, making sure everything is safe. So yeah, it's a beautiful day here. Got some sun today after a nice rain shower the other day. So I figure what I could do for you guys is get you guys set up on a time lapse so you can watch what I'm doing. And yeah, we'll go from there. But let me show you this. I didn't pay attention good enough like I should have until I got over there and was underneath the dang thing. Okay, so you see that limb right there? It goes up into that tree, and it's broke right there. So it's this could get a little tricky. If I cut too much back here, you know, it will fall, bringing that limb backwards, and it could, you know, come back on me and stuff. So I got to pay attention to what I'm doing, and I'm trying to get all this underbrush cut so I can get a good pathway to get out of there in case something happens. So that's what I'm working on now. All right, so right here is the Widowmaker limb. You guys keep an eye on that. If it starts doing anything crazy, you guys let me know, okay? Okay, so I'm contemplating my next move. I don't want to be stupid and get out here and get hurt for no reason. So I'm thinking, should I put a chain on the tree here after the knot and have that ready. Cut that first log off and then pull the tree out so that the widowmaker there just comes on out and I'm not underneath it. So what do you guys think? Put your ideas down in the comments section below. Let me know what you think. And I'm going to move forward with what I think is be a good idea. Okay. Alright, so I just went ahead and chanced it. Not really, I strategically guessed on what it was going to do, and luckily it did what I was thinking it was going to do. What I did is I cleared off this one limb so that it wouldn't be anything on this side. So once I cut that limb that was going up into the tree and it started to fall, it would just go. And as you can also see, I had a good way to get out in case something went terribly bad. I could run like a, you know, like a gazelle or whatever, probably hopping and screaming and stuff and hoping that it didn't fall on me, which it didn't. So everything worked out good. Now so I'm going to crank her back up and get back at it. This was more of a cluster than I thought it was. Well, we'll get her done. Alright, so I think I should stop the video, or stop for just a second. I wasn't paying attention, and the log is laying on that other tree, the one that got splintered all bad up. So the log was laying on that and it still had some spring in it. So I was trying to slowly cut and watch what the log was doing, but it happened really fast. And as you saw, that log, although it's not that big, it's still pretty heavy. The tree that still had the spring was able to lift that up. It came back, it hit me in the leg. Luckily I didn't get hurt, but it could have been bad. So I'm trying to take my time, trying to be safe, and no matter how safe you are, no matter how slow you're going, things can happen. Good thing is, it looks like what we got left now is going to be pretty simple, as you can see. And now I'm going to cut this longer log here in front of the little log block that I got up underneath it. So I did that so when it fell, the tree wouldn't have landed on the ground, and I would be able to still cut it relatively easy. So let's get that knocked out. So the last thing I want to do right now, I have a lot of cleanup to do, but majority of it's cut up that I'm going to worry about. I'm going to wrap a chain around that one limb that's going down right here on that tree, and we'll pull it, and hopefully that tree will just go ahead and fall on over. I don't really want to cut into it because it's got a lot of spring in it. So let me get a chain wrapped around and hook the tractor up to it, and we'll see what we can do. Alright, that seemed to work pretty flawlessly, so yeah, I got pretty much everything I'm going to do today. I'm going to cut this rest of the stuff up. I'll get it all cleaned up and cut into firewood and bonfire wood and just whatever. But I want to get a portable sawmill, and all these logs that I'm cutting down that are of decent length, I want to cut them up into either some post or some 1-bys. Probably going to do 1-bys until I take all the siding that's on the barn up there now off, put some new siding on and stain it or paint it or something. So we got a lot of projects, so this is just part of what we got to do to get to the next step. So we do videos about farm stuff, homesteading, gardening, our horses, revitalizing pasture, just everything it takes to run a small hobby farm. So if you did enjoy what you watched today, please consider subscribing to the channel. Do me a favor and give us a thumbs up and hit that little notification bell down there so you get notified every time that we put out a new video. Until next time, thanks for watching Cariani Farms. Have a great day.